Hi, good people. My name is Jakel Glewe, and it's nice to be here with you again. This is the fourth video in the Future Mapping Challenge series, and in the last three videos, we've looked at and audited the effect, adverse effect, positive effect of the COVID-19 crisis and pandemic on startups, businesses, and organizations, and for individuals. The normal as we know it is changing. We're entering into a phase of new normal. Things are not going to be the same, and you shouldn't remain the same, and you shouldn't let this crisis go to waste. So today's video, I will be talking about surviving to thriving after COVID-19, a small guide, a simple guide for SMEs and small businesses, startups, and organizations. I mean, it's a template that can be used to fit the specific needs, the particular needs of those organizations as it is. So today, I'll be sharing on the simple guides and the simple steps to take. The first one we'll be looking at that first casualties are mostly the people, your staff, your employees, the people who are the drivers of your work. Don't forget that emotions drive people and people drive performance. And these people are going to be feeling down and out. They will deal with job losses, anxiety, fear of the unknown, uncertainty, but power them as much as you can. Encourage them, motivate them, empower the weakest links amongst you. Give if you are able to as an organization. If anyone in your organization is sick as a result of this pandemic, pay for a test if you can. If your health insurance covers it, do as much as you can for your people. And if the nature of your business needs that you have to let some people go, be sure that you're looking at other good options before letting them go. For example, you can offer an unpaid leave. You can offer a pay cut instead of saying, you know what, I'm letting everybody go, retrench it, because you don't want to lose good hands. You don't want to lose people you've built. You don't want to lose people who understand your business and the terrain that you work with simply because you're under pressure yourself. So do all that you can for your people. Do all that you can to motivate them, and this is the time to lead from the front. This is the time to show yourself as a leader. Then number two is leverage technology. The world is moving online. The technology is the way to go forward now. If you have not been doing things online before, make sure that the system you are setting up is easy to use for your customers and your clients. Leverage technology to have your meetings, leverage technology to sell, leverage technologies to connect with people, to collaborate and do many things. The first top 5 for me in this season that I've been leveraging is Zoom. I've been using G Suite and Microsoft, and then of course I've been using Xero for computing and accounting, and there are many others. I'll post an ebook. I'm turning this into an ebook, and I'll be posting some of those links, and then you could look at them and then of course make the very best of it. Then of course number 3, you have to sell. It's important that you make business now. Cash is king. As much as possible, you may want to hold on to what you have, but at the same time you need to sell. If, for example, you are a small business owner, you make flamboyant red carpet dresses, this is the time for you to make easy to wear dresses. Don't forget that people are doing most things from home, but they still need to show up on live videos. They need to show up on meetings, and they want to be simply dressed for the occasion. So you have to adjust your business type to the realities of what is currently happening now. This is the time for you to do all of that. No need for flamboyant dresses now. Nobody's going anywhere. So this is the time for you to make ready-to-wear dresses that are easy to wear in the house and make it easy to sell and easy to be delivered to your people. If the kind of business you had before now was for maybe top-tier people, high-level people, or the middle-class people, and you weren't factoring the people who are the lower cadre, now is the time to create experiences for everybody. Now is the time to drive sales using empathy. Drive sales and get into the mind of the customers. Create opportunities where it didn't exist before. Figure out what your customers and your clients need. They are staying at home. What do they possibly need in the house right now? How can you meet that need? That's the way to move forward, and that's the way to keep making money. And then, of course, there's the need to adjust our mindset for change. Now is the time to collaborate effectively. Now is the time to build communities. Building communities is the way to deal with lethargy, is the way to keep yourself and your people motivated. Is the way forward to get many things done in this period. You need people more than ever before. The right kind of people, the good kind of people that can move your brand forward and do great things for your brand. The right kind of mindset, like soft skills that will move you forward, like emotional intelligence and adaptability. Adaptability is really quotient now. It's really, really important because, for example, at the beginning of this year, LinkedIn Learning rated adaptability as, I think, number second or third skill that you need in this season. We didn't even know all this was going to happen. Here we are. If you're not adaptable, you're definitely going to die. You need to be adaptable to the changing realities, to the new normal as we're having it, to the changes that is coming and that is already here and is going to be coming as a result of the new pandemic. There's a need for a more innovative mindset that would be revolutionized and radicalized to match the realities of now, to move your brand, your business, your startup, your SME forward. And of course, again, you need to work better with what you have. How transferable are your skills? How transferable are the skills of your staff? Is it possible for you to help your staff probably working in one capacity and that capacity doesn't have a need now to move to another capacity? How are you able to do that? How are you able to train them now, leveraging on technology, like I said earlier? Online courses, motivate them, lead from the forefront, read more books. One of my clients shared with me that the people who are unable to go to work, and it's a tech pharmaceutical company, they are doing telemedicine. That if you want to continue to earn your pay, you need to keep working even if you're working from home. Some people, because of the nature of their work, they are unable to work from home. But now is the time to be more innovative. Work with what you have. Work with who you have. Now is the time to begin to outsource. You may outsource your accounting. Now is the time to have a lawyer at hand because some people will want to default in payment. Now is even the time to begin to evoke force majeure if you must. Ensure that it is the absolute necessity for you to, before you evoke that kind of thing. Now is the time to build trust, build bridges with your clients. How are you going to be leveraging all of that and ensuring that this doesn't go to waste? Now is the time to have a lawyer to ensure that you are drafting contracts with people who are signing up with you. If you are selling a service, now is the time to probably give some fine discounts, give some sweet deals, some lifetime deals for people who will be paying all upfront. Now is the time to even ask for a very nice deposit if you're going to be rendering a service that is unable to be cancelled. Now is the time to revamp your business model, review it, look at your processes. What is working and what is not? How can you revamp this for success? How can you revamp this to meet and match the current realities that we currently have? It is expedient that we look at all of those things. And like I said in the beginning, in the first video, that this is the season of the underdogs. There's sure grace for the people who look like they are starters in the market. They are the ones who are going to be able to fit in, to be able to adapt, to be able to revamp, and to be able to thrive and survive after this. Are you willing to work with me afterwards? I'll be putting out all the services that I offer through Synergia Consulting, and it's going to be available for a sweet deal. I'll put the link below for you to connect with us via our website, and of course the Facebook page that we have is called the Future Mapping Challenge. It's on Facebook. Send me a message on it, and then of course I can invite you to join in the community. Like I said earlier, now is the time to begin to build communities. Now is not the time to be alone. Now is the time to leverage people, good people. Now is the time to begin to build bridges because you need people. In the world that is coming now, you need people. The new normal as we know it is changing. The global powers are not going to be the one with the biggest missiles or the biggest intel. They are going to be the ones with the global economy. How are you going to be leveraging all of this? How are you going to be making this work for you? Because in every chaos, there is opportunities. You just need to be tuned in the right way to have it. You need to have the right strategy, the right plan, but at the same time, be flexible. So I'm happy to work with you. All the link is going to be in the summary below in the message. Subscribe, like, and keep on watching on this page. I'll be sharing further information. Thank you for watching all the series. If you haven't watched the previous 3 videos, it's all here on this page. Make sure you watch, connect, comment with me. I'll be responding. I wish you all the very best, and I'm here to support every business through Synergia Consulting, through our law firm, which of course the information is on our social media pages. And I wish you all the very best in the new normal that we're having.